Let's start with romance with other girls. Shortly after losing Segonda Katigbak, Rizal paid court to a young woman in Calamba. He called her Miss L. He described her as fair with seductive and attractive eyes. During his sophomore years, when Rizal boarded in the house of Concha Leva in Intramuros, he met Leonor Valenzuela. Leonor is a medical student from Calamba, Laguna. He described her as a tall girl with a regal bearing. He sent her a love note written in invisible ink, which consists of salt and water. At the start of his junior year, he lived in a casa domasina at number 6 Calle Santo Tomas, Intramuros. His landlord uncle Antonio Rivera had a pretty daughter, Leonor Rivera. A student at La Cordea College, Leonor was born in Camiling, Tarlac on April 11, 1867. Rizal described her as a pretty girl, tender as a budding flower with kindly wistful eyes. Now proceed to the victim of Spanish officer brutality. So one dark summer vacation night of 1878 in Calamba, when Rizal was a freshman medical student at the University of Santo Tomas, he was walking in the street and dimly perceived the figure of a man while passing him, not knowing that the person was a lieutenant of the Guardian Civil. He did not salute, not say a great greetings. With a swirl, he turned upon Rizal, wiped out his sword, and brutally slashed his back. To the Filipino youth in 1879. In 1879, Liceo Artistico Literario or Artistic Literary Lyceum of Manila, a society of literary men and artists, held a literary contest. The 18-year-old Rizal submitted his poem entitled A la Juventud Filipina to the Filipino youth. The board of judges, composed of Spaniards, was impressed by Rizal's poem and gave it the first prize, which consisted of a silver pen, feathered shaped and decorated with gold ribbon. He was sincerely congratulated by his former professor at the Ateneo and by his friends and relatives. The two reasons why Rizal poem was a classic in Philippine literature. First, it was the first great poem in the Spanish written by a Filipino whose merit was recognized by Spanish literary authorities. Second, it expressed for the first time the nationalistic concept that the Filipinos were the fair hope of the fatherland. The Council of the Gods in 1880. Rizal participated in another contest organized by the Artistic Literary Lyceum to commemorate the fourth centennial of the death of Cervantes. Spain glorified man of letters and famous author of Don Quixote. He submitted an allegorical drama entitled El Concilio de los Dioses, The Council of Gods. The Spaniards judges awarded the first prize to the Rizal's work because of its literary superiority over the others. The winning allegory of Rizal was literary masterpiece based on the Greek classic. The Council of the Gods was based on the Greek classic and aided by Father Recto of Ateneo. Other literary works. Rizal produced other poems in Venezuela entitled Junto al Pasig or Beside the Pasig, which was staged by the Athenians on December 8, 1880, on the occasion of the annual celebration of the feast day of Immaculate Conception, patroness of Ateneo. He expressed his nationalist ideas in his piece. Same year, He wrote a sonnet entitled A Filipinas for the album of the Society of the Sculptor. In his sonnet, he urged all the Filipino artists to glorify the Philippines. In 1879, he composed a poem entitled Abd el Isist y Mahoma, which was declaimed by an Athenian Manuel Fernandez on December 8, 1879, in honor of the Ateneo's patroness.